Light you up a cigar, we about to catch a vibe. It's time to join Main and Diddy, they gon' get you right. Bringing you the latest with the music, sports, and news. Hold up with a guard, this a taste you can't refuse. Welcome to Big Smoke, where the passions ignite. Sit back, relax, take a puff, catch a flight. Big Smoke Podcast, it's your source for the best. Puff a little more, it'll help you worry less. Yeah, keep that pressure in my chest. Big bag, no stress, and I'm sipping on Texas. 25 lighters on my dress. Said the niggas swingers in the leather. Got my protector.
What up, y'all? Big Smoke Podcast. We back again with a new episode. It's your boy KC. I'm guest hosting for our boy Maine. He's out today, but we got the other members of the team with us. And so, man, I got my guy Diddy on there. What's happening, Diddy?
You know what I mean? Shout out Whistle Pig, 10-year anniversary, baby. You know what I mean? Go ahead and send that check, Dub P. And I'm keeping it cool with my Yeti.
Hey, they need to cut the check with all this free promotion you giving on.
I got my Picasso in the back. It's like good, man.
Shout out to the artists. We'll get him a shout out.
Yeah.
And then also we back again, you know what I'm saying? My main man, my fellow Cowboy fan. We got something special coming for Cowboy Nation here soon too. Stay tuned. But
sure.
Got my boy Shy in the building. What's happening with you, man?
But it's good with you, man. Happy to be here again, you know, as always. A little wine to set it off for the night, man. It's a Pinot Grigio. The brand that we will not really get into right now, like you said, cut the check, right? So Pinot Grigio. The thing, if y'all really want something real quick on just your Pinot Grigios, Sauvignon Blancs, I prefer more Pinot Grigios and probably a little bit more sour. So yeah, if y'all into white wine, if you're into the sweeter, you might want to go with the Sauvignon Blanc or the Chenin, like I said last week, Chenin Blanc. But this week today I got the Pinot Grigio, a little more sour. This is something new. I don't know how I'm really feeling about it, but I gotta finish the bottle. I open it up. So yeah, we here with it.
New wine every week. Okay, I like to see how you see what my guy doing out here.
He the good at HEB buying 6 to save 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is 6. You buy 6, 15% on, but you get 12. That's 30% if you think about it.
Oh,
you know?
really? Okay. There you have it.
That's just how I put it in my head. But yeah,
Vino is extraordinaire right there. You hear him?
Danny DeVino.
Yeah. Nah, we back. Hey, we back this week, this episode. We got a couple of things we want to talk about. It's March Madness season right now, so it's only right we start with that. I see I got the game going behind me. I think Kentucky's still down a little bit.
March Madness.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Future one time. But what you thinking for the March Madness? Who y'all got going? What y'all's predictions looking like?
I like Houston a lot. They've been strong all season. I think UConn they're gonna get to the Final Four with ease. But I think there's gonna be a couple. Obviously, there's always a couple of shockers. Every March Madness. We talked about this a little bit earlier. Watch out for St. Pete today. Watch out for St. Pete.
St. Pete over Tennessee.
Dog, Tennessee looked terrible in the SEC tournament, and the SEC's been a little shaky so far in the tourney. So watch out for St. Pete.
That's the. I think with them being in the ACC, SEC, all the conference tournaments, I think them joining teams that are already knowing they're good to make the big tournament. They may not take it. They may not play all the way, especially if they come out slow in the first half. I think they'll tuck it in, pause for the rest of the game. So
that was crazy.
I do the pause out there.
That was wild.
But,
who you like in Carolina, Michigan State? That's gonna be a good game.
Nah, I don't think Michigan State gonna stand a chance. It's hard to bet against Tom Izzo, but
absolutely,
I think UNC gonna do the thing this year. I actually got them making it to the Final Four, partly being a homer, but I still think they're gonna come out that division, that conference, or that bracket.
I don't see Michigan State rolling over. Pause. I think they put up a fight. It'll be a close game. You're probably right. Carolina will probably come out on top, but I think it'll be a better game than people are predicting.
Yeah, we're gonna see. You got any one seed? Who the first one seed you think going down?
Purdue.
Purdue. I mean, Purdue got the easiest road to the Final Four though.
There's some dog. They did the same thing. They've had the same number one rating in the past seasons.
It happened last year. They got upset with the number one seed, but they might learn from it. You know what I'm saying? They got the National Player of the Year back to back. You know, and he might be. You know, it's crazy. He might be one of the worst, or not shouldn't say worst, but like out of all the national champions to win it 2 times, or all the national champions, he might be at the bottom of that list when it comes to when you do start ranking them.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's crazy to think about that. And ain't too many people that's won 2 national players of the year.
Yeah, he's gonna be Darko Milicic in the league. But look, all right. So you got Houston, you got Purdue, you got UConn, and then who's the other one seed?
UNC, baby.
Oh yeah. Purdue easily the first one to go out. They'll be the first one to go out.
If y'all had who's your I know it's always a dark horse or a sleeper, or somebody y'all that nobody really thinks is gonna take it. If y'all got a sleeper that y'all could choose from, and then you got on the other end you got somebody that you think that's supposed to win. If they don't get past the first or the second, or if they don't get past the second round, it's a complete upset. Who's on upset alert that y'all really scared about? Or who do y'all expect to make it a little further or furthest in the tournament that y'all a little scared for? They got a lot more that's riding on it for this year.
So I kind of said it. I said it a little bit. I said it a little bit earlier, but I feel like Carolina's on upset alert this next round 2.
Nah, you smoking on that one. But nah, I think Kansas is on upset alert round 1. You know what I mean? They very well could be upset in round 1 because they are missing one of their star players, and they just coming off the other star, been hurt for a few weeks. So I think Kansas is on upset alert. It's never. Yeah. I think it's been like 8 years since there's been a defending champ that makes it back to like the Elite 8. But I really think UConn is gonna get back to at least the Final Four, Elite 8, because they look really nice this year.
Yeah, I got them returning. I probably say Final Four for sure. I think Houston might get over the hump this year, but again, I say probably Purdue will be the first 1 seed to drop. KC, I know what I'm telling you, dog. The viewers, if you're watching, watch what I tell you. Michigan State, Carolina, PD Pablo.
Hey, we're gonna see it. We're gonna see about it, but let's shift over to the professionals. You know what I'm saying? Let's get talking about the NBA. We had arguably the dunk of the year this past week. You know what I'm saying? The Anthony Baby Jordan Edwards. You know, man, he was trying to take the title of best dunk poster away from Vince Carter. With what he did.
Oh, yeah.
Vince got the best dunk poster of all time. But this Anthony Edwards dunk,
he working on it. He coming for it. He coming for the top, man. If he ain't got it yet, he's head hunting. Every time he comes down the paint, he's head hunting. For sure.
Yeah. He's like the leader of the new school wave of NBA young talent too, you know. You know, sure. And there's been a couple conversations out there about who's going to be the new face of the league. You know, right now there's a large population of people who say the faces of the NBA are held by foreign players. Where all our American-born athletes are on the way out. You know, LeBron, CP, Steph, lost weight. Like all the OGs are getting up there in age. Who y'all think is the new wave of faces of the NBA coming through?
Hold up. I got. You said something, man. I know. Y'all a little older than me. Y'all like to bring it up a lot. So y'all, I know how y'all feel about MJ. Like y'all got like a real deep love for MJ. Like, you know what I mean? So you called him you said baby MJ. So is it that? Is he y'all finally putting that there? Is that because I know a lot of people been saying it, but y'all you throw that in there. I know I want to respect it. I ain't want to say it if y'all ain't say it, you know?
I heard I think Chris Broussard said he talked to MJ. MJ said he reminded him of himself. So
Oh shit.
okay. Yeah,
got
just the
DNA.
way his build, the mannerisms,
That's
the
his
way
son.
he hoop.
Yeah,
you know what
I'm saying he got his DNA.
He looked just
very
like that.
similar. Yeah. It's very similar to MJ for sure.
The leaping ability.
Yeah. Game is
But
game
yeah,
is
They don't
very
look at him
similar to
shooting
MJ.
and with that, I'm gonna answer your question.
30
But yeah,
minutes.
it just really remind me of MJ, man. When you see him when he do a crossover and he shoot a jumper, man. He's in the air for a long time, like MJ was.
Yeah.
And now you ever just look at a dude when he's shooting and he up in the air and you're like, damn, when he gonna come down? That's how I feel about Ant, man. He got a lot of hang time when he up in the air shooting. Like he don't need to jump that high for a jump shot. But he's doing it. He does just look the same build like you just said. He looked exactly like MJ, man. But to carry the torch, man, I think man, and we with the playoffs right now, they've been talking about the OGs is probably going to miss the playoffs, which you mentioned a little bit with Bron and Steph and KD. Those dudes kind of on the outskirts of the playoffs this year, and like possibly going to have to play in a play-in game. So with that, you got to kind of think about, okay, it's about time. It's about 10, 15 years that these Steph and Bron and KD and all of them been in the league. Now it's time for somebody to pass the torch. And I know that they got to be for the brand of the NBA. Adam Silver has to be looking for a replacement or someone to say that that's the face of the league. I think they just reluctant, man. They don't want to put that label on one of the dudes who's been one of the best, or a few dudes I can name, that's at the top right now. But they're all players not from America. So in your top, I'm gonna just go down the list, man, and I'm gonna just name these players, and you tell me if they in your top 10 or not. Luka.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jokic.
Definitely.
Yep.
Embiid.
Yep.
Shea Alexander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canadian born, right?
Yeah.
And Giannis.
Yep.
Top 10.
Yeah.
They all top 10, right? Those 5 players that's in the top 10, 2 of them got rings, 2 of them got MVPs. So with that, it should be an easy pick between them to just be like, okay, these dudes are the greatest right now, and have been dominating for the past 5, 6, 7 years. Let's give it to them. But I don't think they want to do that because it is America. All right, so I think they're trying to find somebody else. I think they wanted to give it to Ja. Pause. They wanted Ja to be the guy, but he messed it up. He got into all that trouble, and all the dunks that we seeing from Ant this year is what Ja was doing last year. Ja was doing this last year. He was going crazy, right? So he had his window. He had the window. It was like Ja Hunt, bro. They gave him his own shoe. They like, please, Ja, take the torch. And he messed it up, man. He dropped the ball, man. And then Ant snuck right up in there. And he kind of take it from. If we just talking American players, I think Ant it gotta be, man.
But yeah, sorry to interrupt, shop.
Hold on, dude. So is that the only player? That's the only American player you think that's on the way with the face that has to be for the face of the leader? Because you got a couple of them out there. You got
for sure.
You got Ant. You got D Book, who was just in the NBA Finals. You got Tatum, who's been in several.
Of course, stay right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Stay right there, Tatum. Stay right there. Because Tatum is my favorite player. He's my favorite player, and I think they've been wanting to give it to Tatum, man. Pause again, but they've been wanting Tatum to be that guy, but he just And it's messed up because he's had success from the beginning of his career. From his rookie year, he went to the conference finals. Like, and from there, they expect you to progress every single
Right.
year.
Yeah.
And it's hard to top that every year once you start there as a rookie. And of course, he had a loaded team. His team was great. But like now they're expecting him to win he's supposed to win the finals by now. He's 26 years old. What is it, the 7th year or 8th year? But like,
Something
yeah,
like
man,
that.
I think they wanted Tatum to be that guy, and they keep going. They keep making conference finals. He's going crazy. But I think they just waiting for him to get that ring. And man, Tatum, man, I want to say Tatum, but they want to give it to him, but he's on thin ice, man. He's on a clock. Like, he's on a clock right now. They waiting for him to get that ring, and he just hasn't done it yet. So yeah, man, that's how I feel.
I think the Celtics get back to the finals this year, and
sure.
hopefully I'm with you. Tatum's one of my favorite players. He got Mamba DNA, but one person we ain't talked about that I feel is he's kind of bounced
Mitchell.
back after a lot of criticism is Zion.
Okay, for sure.
You know, a lot of people was on him about his weight. I think he's cut like 10 pounds or whatever. He looks really good. Cause he had kind of fell off a little bit, but yeah, Donnie Bravo's another one.
Donnie Mitchell. For sure.
But I do think
he said no.
Donnie's a walking bucket.
He ain't nowhere near the face of the NBA.
No.
Yeah, that's what the question was. The future face of the NBA. You guys,
sure.
You started off naming all-stars and good players.
No, you're right. Okay, but I think
Zion's a very good one, though. That's
Trae
a very good one.
Yeah. He's not new.
He ain't face of the NBA material, but Zion's a very good one. I personally think it's between 4 guys. It's Anthony Edwards, Ja Morant, Jason Tatum, and Zion Williamson.
What about Jalen Green, baby daddy?
I think he's gonna have to show a lot more. I think Houston is on the right track if they can be entertaining, exciting. They got to win games.
They on a 5-game winning streak.
You know what I'm saying? They got to win games consistently. They got to make the playoffs. He has to show he can do what he's doing in the regular season in the playoffs. He's on a hot streak right now. But we got to see this on a consistent basis before we start talking about face of the league material. You know what I mean?
I watch what they do next year. I think they're gonna make a couple of pieces, pick up a couple of pieces in the offseason. I think Jalen Green definitely got game, and regardless of all the drama in the news, he's happy about having a child. Dog, the dude got game. So I'm really hoping that he ends up turning out and being a superstar in the league. I can see it, very easily see it.
Ever since y'all started talking about him with Dre, he been dunking on people and dropping. He dropped 40 the other night. He dropped 40 the other night, or 42.
41, yeah.
I mean, he always been a high flyer. That's been in his bag since before he came in the league. So you know what I'm saying? That's why I say when you say like I can see him being a highlight reel. You know what I mean? Like, he had that before we started talking about being face of the league. Like, he got to do a lot more, you know what I mean?
For sure.
And have a hot
consistency.
Yeah, exactly. But to get back to your point, with something you said earlier, you was like the NBA, they want to – you named some players who you was like, they've won. They're the European guys. I think they are the face of the league currently. I mean, obviously, LeBron is the face of the NBA. But when we go beyond that scope – I think he still is. He's the number one draw.
I think
he's the number one marketing. He's the draw of the NBA. He's the elder statesman. He's the face of the NBA. After him, I think it's Steph Curry. But then going to a newer generation, I think it's clearly Jokic and Giannis. Like, I think it's without a doubt those are the two next. Those are the current faces of the NBA as far as the next level down of a different generation.
Yeah. Shout out Wemby and the Spurs too, dog. Wemby we talking about face of the league. Wemby about to watch out for Wemby, dog.
Also not from America. Also.
Facts.
Yeah. If we're gonna talk about young guys like that, Chet might be up there too when it comes for the American-born players.
Nah, Wemby better.
I'm just saying, Chet gonna be right there when it's all said and done.
Nah, Phil Mickelson basketball. He gonna be Phil Mickelson, and then Wemby gonna be Tiger.
Not at all, dog.
So do y'all agree that Ant's title to lose? It's his to lose. Okay.
I think it's like a WWF ladder match, and there's like 2 or 3 dudes reaching for the belt while it's up there. I ain't saying one or above the other because we can easily, as much as everybody's like it's Ants to lose, as soon as Ja comes back next year, it could
I'm not sold on Ja. I'm not sold on Ja, bro.
The conversation can shift.
Adam Silver ain't sold on Ja.
But also, just to say this real quick, what if Tatum wins the championship this year? It will immediately be Tatum's. That's why I'm saying. Nah, I don't think it's Anthony Edwards to lose.
Okay.
He got Mamba DNA.
I agree with that.
Yeah. But moving on to, you know what I'm saying? I will say he has Mamba DNA. He's from Duke, so I don't really like. You know what I'm saying?
He trained with Kobe.
Just because you train don't mean you got the. Just because you claim you got the Mamba DNA don't mean you got the Mamba DNA.
Yeah.
I didn't see him come up short many a time that didn't look real Mamba-ish. But I don't really want to bash. I ain't trying to bash Tatum right now. You know what I mean? But speaking of another Blue Devil, JJ Reddick is teaming up with LeBron James for a new podcast. I don't know if y'all got to see the first episode.
For sure.
It was pretty dope in my opinion. Seeing the way 2 basketball minds sit down and dissect the game from a different perspective. It's something that I really appreciate as a true diehard basketball fan. I think it's going to be beneficial for the younger generation to see something different than just highlights.
Yeah, they're giving back for sure. They're giving back.
I agree. And, go ahead. You got it.
No, you got. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, and I mentioned it to you. I think it just really similar to like what Kobe was doing with detail before he passed. And you know, Kobe's super detail oriented, for lack of a better word. But LeBron is we know LeBron has like one of the highest basketball IQs that we've ever seen. And then JJ Reddick is, I know y'all want to hate because y'all MJ, but JJ Reddick, but hold up, our basketball IQ is different from play. We can talk about this later.
I think we need to have a show just on that. But go ahead.
We'll say that for another one.
I know. But JJ Reddick, and we also know JJ Reddick been doing this for some years now. Like he's like, if you listen to him talk about basketball, he going first take, he going get up or wherever he going, he talking like he's talking basketball, like the ins and outs of it. And there's very few players that could go in and play the game and also coach it and tell you what's going on in every play. So I think that's LeBron and JJ Reddick. I think it's a good match, man. I think they both like students of the game and they love it. Like you gotta have passion for the game, but have passion for how it's played. So I think those two, man, they're a really good match, man. And I think they're gonna do good. It might be a little boring to the people who aren't basketball aficionados, who don't really love the game and like love to understand the game. It might be a little boring for them, might go over their head. But I think for the people who love it, I think it'll be great, man. And LeBron is trying anything to expand his brand. He trying anything, man. He billionaire, so he's got all tequila. He got the tequila. He want to be a GM or owner of a team eventually, man. He's doing everything he could. Anything he wants to do, he could do it, man. And that's the way to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely
for sure.
Yeah, you got anything to add on to that, Nitty?
No, I mean I like it a lot. I would say for the younger generation, I like it a lot just for the mere fact that I feel like the game where the NBA is right now has lost a lot of its almost like the fundamentals, dog. Like the what we were used to seeing back in the day. People playing defense, not just trying to pull up 3 every time. So I think them dissecting the game and it's really free game if you ask me. So I like it a lot. And LeBron, like I said, we won't go into him on the court, but I think off the court, LeBron is,
Hey,
you know,
man.
he does his thing. He always tries to pass the torch to the next generation. So yeah, I think it's great. JJ Reddick, I mean, he wasn't the best, but he definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, you go back to his Duke days. He was always, you know, I would say relevant and kind of smart with the ball. And he really didn't make a lot of turnovers. So, but yeah,
Man,
no, I like it a lot.
you know, he was one. I think he was National Player of the Year.
Yeah, he got game. And
Yeah. That's all I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You sound like you were selling him
Yeah,
short
don't
for a second.
come at. I'm
Yeah. JJ Redick. I
That's
mean,
crazy.
and he was a specialist in what he did in the NBA. That's why. I
Specialist.
mean,
hold on, dog. Hold on.
I'm not
Hold
one
on,
to give. I'm not one to give Duke players credit, but it did sound
Hold
like
on,
you were
bro.
selling him short for a second.
Hey, because he was good in college. I mean, he was.
Well, I mean,
NBA wasn't the same, dog. He was
but you was talking.
Tyler Hansberg.
You was talking about him in college terms. And you was like, you know, that he didn't turn over the ball.
You got put some respect on him.
Yeah,
Hey, man.
Yeah, he was out there. He played good.
He didn't turn the ball over. He was smart with the ball. That's why I was like, what?
It wasn't my cup of tea, dog. It wasn't my cup of tea.
Nah, but you did say something I wanted. You was talking about passing the torch. And moving on to something else we got, because someone else that's passing the torch. Tiger's playing in the Masters coming up. You know what I mean? I know you a golf. I know golf is your first sport. You know what I mean?
Hey,
So what you think about? What you think? Is this time up? Is he? Hold on. Is there an upset? Oh, Kentucky about to lose to Oakland. Woo!
Wow. Are you serious?
First BYU, now Kentucky. Woo-hoo.
That's why they call it March Madness.
That's why they call it March Madness. But yeah, back to Tiger. What you think he got? You think he got a shot at winning the Masters?
So here's my thing when it comes to Tiger and the Masters. The last time he won it, nobody gave him a shot. Obviously he's had some injuries. It's hard to say, dog, but I would say Tiger makes the cut. He's gonna make the cut
first. Gotta do that first.
But I feel like if he's in contention on Sunday, dog, the Sunday Red, if you see him on the tee box behind you or in front of you, dog, it's still Tiger at the end of the day. And on that course, Tiger, you never know. I won't count him out.
You think he's still putting fear into people if they see him behind him or in front of him pause on the tee box?
All right, so check it out. And I'll put it like this. Every time Tiger's in the tournament, the crowds are crazy, right? On Sunday, so here it is. On Sunday, it's harder to keep a lead than it is to come back. So if you got Tiger a couple of holes in front of you, A-man corner, and it's getting real tight, and you see him pump his fist and the crowd go crazy. Hey, dog, everybody ain't built for that pressure. Everybody ain't built for that pressure.
You think Tiger's still putting the fear in the golfers? That's all I'm asking.
I mean, there's probably a couple of dudes out. I mean, your Scotty Schefflers, your Rory, that probably don't really fear Tiger like that.
Your boy JT, you know what I'm saying? The boy
don't throw him in the mix.
you know what I'm saying? My boy DeChambeau. Who else we got out there?
Wait, time out, dog. Don't ever throw DeChambeau on the mix, bro. No.
That boy Willie Z, you know what I'm saying? Come on now.
So hold on, dog. Hold on. You naming a lot of mediocre players, bro.
These guys are mediocre.
Hold on. Again, the only like I said.
Are you really putting this out there to the golf world? You really call those guys mediocre?
So again, I said the only.
I'm just saying.
Dog, the only players that I can honestly say probably don't fear Tiger is Scotty Scheffler, cool as a cucumber on Sundays.
You said Rory
McIlroy.
Yeah.
Justin Thomas ain't did. What have you done for me lately? No, sir.
Okay, but I can say that about a lot of Tiger. What have you? I'm not trying to knock Tiger. What have you done for us lately to put fear in people?
But again,
I'm just saying
Tiger.
You call these guys mediocre, dog. I just want you to realize.
I don't like DeChambeau's game. I think
I mentioned more than DeChambeau. I said Willie Z. I said Xander.
Willie Z's upcoming, but nah. Xander can ball. Xander can
Xander can
ball.
ball. Oh yeah,
Xander can ball. Okay, Xander, I apologize.
You know what I'm
Xander's
saying?
in that list because he don't really blow leads.
Who else I missed? What's Justin Thomas' homeboy?
You talking about Ricky Fowler?
Not Ricky. Don't his name start with a J as well? Oh,
I thought you were about to say Max Homer.
Nah, not Max, but yeah. But all right, so you think Tiger got a shot? Looks like Kentucky lost, by the way. Kentucky definitely went down 80 to 76. Yep. Yeah.
I say he makes the cut. How he does on Saturday, I'll put it like this, dog. If Tiger's in contention on Sunday, all bets off, dog. Sunday
all bets off. All right. That's fair enough. Now, we'll come back to that. We'll have to get an update on that. But moving on to the next topic. What shows you guys watching right now? You know what I'm saying? I know there's a lot of good TV shows on, a lot of good movies. Yeah. Let's switch it up. Talk about something different than sports.
For sure.
Y'all got any show recommendations out there for the people?
Nah, you got this one.
I got you. So what's this show? I'm watching right now. Currently, I'm watching two shows. So the first one is Shogun.
Shogun.
I heard about that.
Fire.
You watching it,
yeah,
Casey?
I finished the new episode last night.
This shit is insane. Okay, so and I'm usually it's been a very long time since I've been hooked to a show since Game of Thrones. I'm a big Game of Thrones fan. We could talk about that later, but that's one that I was really hooked on, and I was running to the TV every Sunday. And Shogun, this one, when people start to hype up a show and you don't really want to watch it because it's hyped up. This one was hyped up to the maximum. When I looked it up online, it was like 99% on Rotten Tomatoes, 9.8 or 9.0 on the IMDb, whatever that rating is, man. And this is the first season, and this is the first 2 episodes. They was calling it one of the greatest shows of all time. And most of it is in Japanese, right? Most of it is in Japanese, so a lot of people don't. Some people don't like the subtitles, but I've learned to get over it because with Game of Thrones, I was so into it, and they got the dialect, and you can't really understand them. And I wanted to know what they was talking about because it's a lot of foreshadowing. So with that, I learned to use subtitles a lot. So now the subtitles don't really even mean a thing to me. I'm using subtitles. It's cool. So it's a lot of Japanese, and of course they speak some English in there, but it's about 1600s. It's in the 1600s of Japan, and man, without going too crazy and spoiling it too much, it's the first season, but it's 5. All right, so you got 5 leaders, and the guy that was above the 5 leaders, he died, and his heir, who was supposed to be his son, he's too young to lead. So he told the 5 leaders that, hey, when my son becomes of age, 16 years old, kind of like Game of Thrones a little bit, when he comes of age, he will take the throne. But for now, the power will be delegated to you 5. Now it's a power struggle. Now, 1600s, it's a lot of, if you into action, samurai stuff, it's a lot of, it's drama, it's suspense, it's action, it's adventure. It's thriller. It's like it got you on the edge of your seat. I say that if you don't like the very first episode of this show, then you won't like it. Because the very first episode is Casey, I don't know if you remember the very first episode, without saying too much, but that's the pilot episode. But that one grabbed my attention, and it was crazy. I think y'all should watch it. And second one I'm watching. Go ahead.
Where can I watch it?
Hold on. That's what I was finna say, Sha, real quick.
Go ahead, Casey.
So the reason I knew the show was gonna be a hit, you said it was hyping it up. It brought to you and comes out on FX, and FX don't miss. We saw like Snowfall and everything that they be doing. So
Atlanta?
Once I seen
Atlanta,
Atlanta, yeah.
Dave, I thought Dave, that's funny.
FX got a history of doing new good shows, so once I saw that, I already knew it was gonna be at a good chance of being hit.
100%.
So definitely check that out when you get a chance.
Watch it.
What's your second one, Shy?
Oh yeah, so FX is on Hulu. FX is on Hulu. If y'all didn't know, check it out. It's fire. And then the second one I'm watching is Tokyo Vice. It's ironic that it's still set in Japan. Tokyo. But this one is on Max or HBO. It's on Max. Tokyo Vice is on the second season. My boy actually told me about it. Shout out to Trent. He told me about this show and set in like the late 1990s. And it's this news reporter that comes from America. He comes to Japan and he's a news reporting on Japan and Tokyo and the violence and it's Yakuza. So it's action, it's thriller, it's suspense.
Yeah.
So he's reporting on that and he kind of finds his way. He's like a real reporter. He wants to be there in the action. And he's in it. He's in too deep, and that's where he wants to be.
I was hoping you didn't go there with that. I was hoping you almost said it the first time. I was like, I hope you don't go. I was like, oh, don't do it.
I know.
That's
I had
crazy.
to. You kind of when you're passionate about something. But my bad. Pause. But yeah, he's a news reporter, and man, the Yakuza's there. So I'm really big into like I guess gang violence, suspense, thriller. It's all there, man. So really good story. Check it out. Second season is still running right now. New episode every week. Same thing with Showdown. New episode every week, and that's on Max. Check it out. It's fire.
I haven't started the second season of that yet. I gotta jump off the second season of that one. First one was really good. Yeah. I agree with both shows you said right there. Other one I'm probably on that I know some people are out there on. The BMF on Stars.
I'm late.
Yeah.
I didn't see
self-explanatory. Yeah, self-explanatory.
Self-explanatory. 50 show season 2. You know what I'm saying? It's
it 2
right
or 3?
now. I think this season 2.
Okay.
Yeah, this season 2. But yeah.
Okay.
So that's probably the one I'd throw out there for my recommendation right now that I'm on right now. Did you got any shows you rocking with right now?
I don't really watch shows, dog. But I do need to get back on my shows. Most of the time I'm playing pickleball, so.
Okay, you got any new movies you seen lately?
So there I saw this. It was a rom-com. I forget the name of the movie. It was fire though. Hey, dog, you gotta watch a rom-com every once in a while. It was solid. I went to the movies for the first time and saw that. But
I thought you were gonna say something like Love Is Blind or some shit that everybody be talking about.
Was that the one? It might have been. Anyway, dog.
That's a TV show. That's a reality TV show.
No.
You'll know if you seen it.
You'll know. You'll know if you watching that.
You'll know if it's Love Is Blind.
It was the cocky pilot from the Maverick. He was in this one. No, it was a solid, romantic comedy gives you a little bit of, date night vibes or whatever. So I thought that was good.
You ain't gotta explain it to us.
But what I'm looking forward to is I got 3 movies on my radar, upcoming this season. You got, the second Twister. So if you watched Twister back in the day, they're coming out with Twisters. You got Beetlejuice 2 coming out in September.
I saw the trailer for that.
That's it. Yeah, that's gonna be fire.
Was that Jenna Ortega? Is that her name?
Yeah, the girl from the Addams Family joint. Yeah. And then they got Michael Keaton in there again.
Michael
Keaton, right? Yeah. So that I'm going to the first night of that one, but what I'm looking forward to most, dog, Denzel, Gladiator 2, November.
Okay.
That's gonna be solid.
Dog, go ahead and give me the midnight showing right now. Cash. I got cash for it, bro. So Gladiator is one of my top movies, so the fact that they even thought about it, we're 20 plus years later, that they're going to do another one. I'm pretty excited. And then you throw Denzel in the mix, and who knows?
Expectations.
I hope they do it right. Yeah, I hope they do it right.
Better or the same. Better or the same. What's your expectations?
So here's the thing about having a classic as your at the beginning.
Okay.
Even if you make a good movie after that, it might not live up to the first one. But I think with the cast, I was looking at the cast. I think, how Bad Boys 1 was a classic and Bad Boys 2, they're kind of like interchangeable.
Even
though I think
Bad Boys 2 is a classic.
2 is better. 2 is my favorite. 2 my favorite.
Yeah, that was a classic to me too.
100%.
I'm number 1. I think number 1 is my favorite, but
I mean,
feel like
they both classics.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't
Yeah, oh,
drop
yeah,
two
for sure.
classics. You know
For
what I'm
sure.
saying?
So I think Gladiator 2 will be a classic. Whether it's as good as the first one or not is kind of hard to say, but I think they did right by putting Denzel in it. Because if you look at it, me and my buddies were having an argument earlier. Denzel don't make bad movies. You know what I mean? So
we'll have to come back to that.
Yeah,
we'll have
yeah.
to come back to that.
Yeah.
We go. That's gonna be we gonna table that. We gonna table that.
For
Hey,
sure.
dog, I got time. Denzel make that movie.
Yeah. We'll gather a list and go over that. That's gonna be a whole separate conversation.
I got time, cuz.
To watch it now and too.
The Bad Boys 4 about to come out. Just to piggyback a little bit.
I thought the third one was trash.
Third one was not good, and the fourth one I'm expecting not to be good either. But we'll see.
I mean, they older. They just chasing the guys.
That shit wild. I wouldn't be surprised if Vin Diesel's in.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. All right. So on that note, we're gonna wrap it up for this week, fellas. You know what I'm saying? It's been a blast holding it down for me in this hosting spot, repping the Big Smoke podcast. Y'all got any last words y'all want to say before we get out of here?
Nah, man. To all the viewers out there, like, subscribe, keep up with us, comment, do whatever you need to do.
All of that.
We're looking for the support. And one last plug, Whistle Pig, 10-year anniversary, baby. Send me a case.
Are we on? Did y'all want to hit on
a free case? We want them to cut a check, and you worried about a case. Hey, man, on that note, we out of here, fellas, y'all.
Wait, hold on. What you say, Shai? What you say?
Did we have one more topic we want to get to, or we want to save that?
We'll probably table that for the next time. We'll probably table it.
Yeah, KC over there sweating bets.
Take it easy, fellas. We out.
Nah, we out.
For sure.
Just end.
Light you up a cigar, we about to catch a vibe. It's time to join Main and Diddy, they gon' get you right. Bringing you the latest with the music, sports, and news. Hold up with a guard, this is a taste you can't refuse. Welcome to Big Smoke, where the passions ignite. Sit back, relax, take a